If you are having money, then go ahead and buy one decent MacBook available in the market at whatever the price, maybe 90,000 or maybe 1,30,000, depending upon whether you want MacBook Air or MacBook Pro. But if you don't have that kind of money, and if you are still thinking that whether Mac is worth it or not, then this video might be useful for you. Why do you think MacBook performs better? Usually you might have seen like it gives good battery backup, it performs very well, and it doesn't lag and all. Why do you think that happens? That happens because MacBook's hardware as well as MacBook's software, that is Mac OS, both synergistically work together to make sure it gives best experience. Regarding Windows laptop or even Linux laptop, it's not like Windows produces some laptop. Yes, they produce some Surface laptop and all, but most of the companies like Dell, HP, Lenovo, all these laptops are produced by different company, and they integrate Windows in their hardware to make sure whatever the software is available for Windows, it works fine. And most of the time it do works fine, but it's not as good as how it works in Mac. And obviously Mac's hardware is overpowered. It will surely give you better experience because all the Mac hardwares include lots of power in them, especially the CPU which they created recently, that is M1 and M2 chip of MacBook. It's SoC chip, meaning it integrates all the graphics and CPU, everything together, and provide you best experience with memory being accessible to it directly from your hardware. Because of this, all the software runs smoothly, and especially if you are into video editing or something like that, that time Mac will give you best experience. And for programming, it doesn't matter really. If you have like a really good amount of RAM as well as good amount of hardware specification, yes, any kind of program will run smoothly as long as they have developed the IDE or the tools which we use for programming properly that suits Mac. And obviously, yeah, almost all the tools are available, supports Mac, and they works fine in it. Now the question is, if you can't afford buying MacBook, then what to do? Then the thing is, if you can't invest like 1,30,000 for buying laptop, probably best idea is to ask somebody that particular money. Maybe your parents, if they have good amount of money, or maybe some kind of relative, so that you can take money from him. They needs to be good because don't ask a loan or something like that. Just ask that you want to borrow the money in order to invest on your laptop. So once you buy it, you will be able to focus on coding and development of apps, this, that, and all properly. Idea is you are going to get good job, and using that particular money, you are going to pay them back earliest. And it's possible. Lots of people have done it, and they have returned the money. That's how one hardware investment is. Investing on yourself always pays if you are hardworking and if you are seeking the success. But still, if you are not able to afford that kind of large money, and you still want to get laptop under 50 to 60, maybe 40,000. I don't think 40,000 any laptops are available. But still, if you want 40 to 50, 60,000 rupees ka laptop, that time you can buy one laptop with decent specification. Obviously it will be running for Windows only, and just make sure it will have SSD. And if it is 8 GB RAM, then make sure you install another 8 GB RAM so that you will get better performance. I am using this Windows laptop at the moment, Lenovo's IdeaPad Gaming 3. I have added extra 8 GB of memory, so it's actually 16 GB now, and it has really decent processor, that is i3 Intel. Yeah, it suits my need. Like I am able to play games in it properly, and I can develop any kind of application, even mobile apps properly in it without any kind of lag or anything like that. But still, if you are like wondering that you want laptop below 40,000 rupees, then make sure you install Linux in it so that you will get better performance in it, rather like the Windows, which might take lots of hardware resource and might not give you proper experience in it if you are using hard disk and all. But still, make sure you have SSD in it, or install one SSD in it by yourself. There are lots of tutorial available online, so make sure to see it before you make the purchase. Now the thing is, if you are using Windows, will you be missing out anything that you might get it in Mac? Yeah, obviously. in order to develop iPhone application, you require one Mac, and without it, you won't be able to deploy iOS application. And most people don't build Mac OS application and all because alternatives are available. That's why if you want to build a iPhone application, then obviously you need to have a Mac with you. Take one decent MacBook laptop, maybe MacBook Air, that costs about 80 to 90,000 rupees depending upon what kind of plan you are getting. Then once you buy it, you can develop even iPhone application in it. Don't expect high performance. Yeah, it will be so much better than whatever the laptop you might be using currently, or if you don't have laptop, yes, it will give you better performance. But if you want to develop like a better application, you might have to upgrade it to some other laptop, that is MacBook Pro or MacBook Air M2 version and all. That's about it, what you will be missing if you don't have Mac. And one thing you need to understand is there is no much difference between Mac, Windows and Linux in terms of coding. Whatever the coding technology you are using, maybe React or maybe Node.js, it will run fine in all these three operating systems. So it doesn't matter which kind of laptop you are using. However, you will be using VS Code or some other kind of IDE, and it supports all these three operating systems also. So it is not dependent much on laptop. Even decent laptops like 40 to 50, 60,000 rupees laptop also make sure that your coding is fine. But if you want to go for video editing and all, then Mac provides little bit better experience in terms of rendering and all. Otherwise, if your budget is low, then Windows laptop is also fine for you to get started. And eventually, once you make money using programming, you can upgrade it to Mac if you want. If you are already having money, just go ahead and buy MacBook Air or MacBook Pro. It's a good investment and you will be able to code properly. Lots of people use it, especially for development as well as video editing and all. So it's actually better choice if you have money. But if you don't have money, don't worry, buy Windows laptop. You will be able to do most of the thing in it properly, especially coding and all. So that's it for this video, guys. And here is the video regarding laptop buying procedure. If you want to buy a laptop now, then make sure that you are going to watch this video before buying it. And that's it for this video, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.